What up, YouTube? Info40 here, bringing you guys one of those videos that you all come to know and love called Reinnovating the Gadgets. Today I wanted to talk about something that I wanted to talk about a long time ago, and it's going to be the Gadget Guru's deck that he had at YCS Anaheim. Don't mean to mean you any harm, bro, but there's a few things I kind of want to discuss about your particular build and just voice some opinions. But definitely check him out up here. He does a lot more in-depth gadget discussions than I have been doing lately. So if you guys are interested in checking out some of the material that he has, definitely check him out up here. But there are a few particular things. I'm also going to post down his deck list down there. The internet gave me it, so we're just kind of going to walk through it. So if you want to go down in the description, pull it up. While listening to me talk, feel free to. The basic start of his deck was he played, well, understand that his build was pre-Storm of Ragnarok. Well, not pre-Storm of Ragnarok, pre-Extreme Victory. So, I mean, things are different than they were now. So, we're just gonna go through the time change and some other stuff. But he played 3 Fossil Dyna, 3 Banisher, and 6 Gadgets as his monster lineup. And he played 45 cards. Now, it seems a little bit inconsistent because he also didn't play Pot of Duality. But it obviously worked for him, so he kind of had some synergy to the deck. So, starting with the 3 Banisher and the 3 Fossil Dyna, those cards are still very good right now in the current format. They have not really fallen out of style, so to say, but Doom Caliber has grown in popularity, and Fossil Dyna and Banisher really fail in comparison to Tengu. So, I mean, if you have protection with Fossil Dyna versus a Tengu, like Shrink, then you're in a good position, but Banisher just is going to get run down by Tengu so fast. So, it's still debatable. His spell lineup was 2 Shrink, Darkhold, 2 Smash, 1 Book, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Summoning Curse, and 1 Pot of Avarice. I can kind of see his understanding of Summoning Curse, because your opponent has to discard a card each time they have to special summon a monster. But in the way that the format has shifted, letting your opponent discard a Spore or Glow Bulb or something to fuel fucking double-edged sword technique really isn't something that you really want to be doing right now. I could see there being better tech choices in the long run, but Summoning Curse seems like it's a turn 1 card, and that's not something that you really want to be sitting on right now. Pot of Avarice and Shrink, a lot of people ask if those cards are still in favor right now. Avarice is something that you kind of have to play with such a little monster count, and Shrink is just one of the most defensive cards in the game. So, moving on to his traps, he played triple Compulse. 3 seems a little bit extensive, but it does force an auto-negate out of Xian, and you can bounce back debris dragons and other things back to your opponent's hand to stop their synchros. So, it really depends. He also played 3 drastic drop-off. It seems like the main focus of his deck was to get cards out of your opponent's hand and just try to force them into 1-for-1ing, and then just dominating them with pluses off of gadgets. So I can kind of see where he wanted to combine the Summoning Curse with the drastic drop-off, but once again, once your opponent establishes and there's a Xian on the board, you're going to have some problems for a little while. Divine Wrath, I guess this was his main focus, to kill Xian, but the fact that it's a -1 and he only played 6 gadgets kind of might run him into problems, but I guess I can understand that with the drastic drop-offs and so forth. He wants to establish control as soon as possible, so it's kind of, he's trying to make the focus, trying to force them to shift him into dominating the game state, but if nothing really happens there, or you just draw those cards out of the wrong combination, you're going to have problems. TT Oppression, Solemn Judgment, staples obviously. He played triple Bribe in an attempt to, I assume, stop their back rows from going off, or try to stop Trunade, because Trunade's a very evil card. And he played triple D-Prison, once again, excellent monster hate, and an auto-negate out of Xian. Mirror Force and Mind Crush seem pretty staple. And Widespread Ruin, more 1-for-1, and it hits the bigger attack target. And Bottomless Trap Hole, once again, more monster destruction. So that's basically his deck in a nutshell. His side deck, 2 Kinetic Soldiers, pretty staple. He played 2 Fire Statue. I can understand why he wanted to play that, because it technically gives him 5 Fossil Dynas turn 1. He cited his MSTs, which, after testing in Orlando, I think you need those in the main now. You need to be able to hit as many back row as possible. Twister seems kind of pointless in my opinion. Dust Tornado seems like a little better choice. Yeah, you can hit Necker Valley with it, but Twister is more trainable. I mean, not Twister, Dust Tornado. Big Burn. I think he said in his video that his main focus of Big Burn was against Dregs. But Trap Hole and Pulling the Rug. I'd rather play Pulling the Rug right now, honestly. It hits more decks. Trap Hole, there's the Trap Hole. Definitely could be good, but I think Rug hits a little bit more. And he played triple Gozen match. It's another card that says fuck you Sheehan if I get to go first and set it before they establish. So that's his deck. What would I change currently in it as time's going right now? I would test around with the deck a little bit. This deck might suit some people's play style right now, it might not, but I definitely would tell you that you kind of have to work on the main deck a little bit and the side deck a little bit, because the meta has shifted and plants are growing a little bit more. You might need a little bit more Six Samurai hate, but it just depends on what you're playing against. So make sure you guys check out the Gadget Guru. He's got some very, very good stuff on gadgets, and I'm pretty sure that he is following up on his national update. I was kind of skimming through his videos before I made this, so definitely something worth to check out, guys. So I'll make sure I post his build down in the description for you guys to check out, and make sure you guys stick around and enjoy the upcoming gadget segments. Peace. And this has been Reinnovating the Gadgets 5 or 6, I'm not sure yet. And this is called the prelude to, well, not the prelude, we'll call it the introduction to the Gadget Guru. Later, guys.